Bruce Cadogan.
I don't know what.
And it's going to be a little bit different from how I normally do, so I'm hoping that people will enjoy it. I lived in my skin, I cried in my skin, I lived in my skin, I died in my skin.
When Israel was in Egypt's land, let my people go. Oppressed so hard they could not stand. Let my people go. Go down, Moses, way down in Egypt's land. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, let my people go. I'm not one to unnecessarily make a fuss, scream too loud, get vexed or cuss, but sometimes, deep inside, I lament, let my people go. Now, the captivity that we face today can't be seen by the naked eye, but still you can't deny that minds are locked, trapped, held up and pressed down in an invisible cage. Makes my soul burn as I try not to rage, but instead, I put my mind to the pen and the pen to the page. So it goes from pen to pen, from pen to page, from page to the stage in order to engage and hopefully impart some knowledge for less than minimum wage. But let's not go there. Because I'm sure I've mentioned that elsewhere. Pens are ode to penniless poets that should be proclaimed throughout the hemisphere. Hearts on sleeves, unknowingly leaving their souls so bare. But like I said, let's not even go there. This modern day bondage doesn't fly like a butterfly, but it stings like a bee. And your only way of escaping it? By setting your mind free. Now, I might not be delivering the message of the year, but I'm just doing me. This poem might end up parting the room just like the Red Sea. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, let my people go. Now, I'm not sure, but it seems to me that those that deem themselves free are the ones really switched off to the true effects of slavery. Perpetuating a lie as facts, truths, real accounts and bona fide stories mess with people's artificial reality. Zing-a-ling-a-ling, school bell ring, knife and fork, a fight for dumpling, boyaka, boyaka. Sing a song of sixpence, a pocket full of lies. The answer to the $6 million question is right before your eyes. 4 and 20 black folks, all bound in chains. The chains have been removed, but the scars still remain. The chains have been removed, but the scars still remain. Loosening the shackles while tying the brain. Loosening the shackles while tying the brain. Passed down through generations like a psychopharmacological strain. Different era, different tactics. End result, still the same. Now, mental slavery is a state of mind where discerning between liberation and enslavement is twisted. People can talk the talk, wear the badly smell the coffee and not realise that they've missed it. Think they're too conscious for their job, stop working for the white man, and when in court with a heavy fine, wonder why they risked it. Attempting at least to survive and stand, but slipping and losing form just like a dunked biscuit. I don't understand how in the attempt to emancipate some lose the plot and subjugate. Tie nooses around themselves and others while chanting, "You've got to liberate." Listen, it's not society's fault, it's not the white man's fault, you determine your own fate. Instead of looking for excuses and who to blame, why not look to emancipate? Now, I'm not pointing fingers, profiling or pigeonholing, I'm just hoping I can educate. You live and learn, play with fire, you burn, turn the clock back, you can't, but to move forward with a brand new strategy is not too late. The obvious, obscure, the unmistakably unambiguous in this new era. Freeing yourself is not a fad, fashion, or sometime thing, and has nothing to do with whether you are a natural hair, carry long, long locks, or are an extension, wig, or lace front, deep pine, Persian weave wearer. I don't know if, like the majority of migrants on the borders, if this is getting through, or if I need to make this any clearer. Those of you at the back on the left of the bar, are you understanding and overstanding me, or do you need to come nearer? I'm not standing in judgment. I'm just speaking my mind because I was born to be a sharer. A griot, storyteller, modern day evangelist, carer and torchbearer. Now, when people lose their identity, when people begin to lose freedom individually, they subliminally give it up nationally, culturally, corporately, with rules to boot, and follow suit fashionably, losing sense of self, true innate identity, and the ability to reason rationally, while realizing none of the above. Now, I'm just saying this out of love, spreading my message, then fleeting away in peace, like Noah's dove. And I reiterate, tell old Pharaoh, let my people go, go down, Moses, way down in Egypt's land. Tell old Pharaoh, let my people go.
I lived in my skin. I cried in my skin. I lived in my skin. I cried in my skin. Chased on mounted steeds from people carrying acts of evil deeds. Welcomed you with open arms. Closed our eyes, felt your spell using your charms. Woke to find it was nothing but lies. Taken from homes in bottomless ships. Mastered by chains and angry whips. Too few made the journey here. When chained in ships with no inches to spare. Women sold for their fertility. Men sold for their fertility. I lived in my skin. I cried in my skin. I lived in my skin. I died in my skin. Committed nature's sin. Kept me in chains because of my skin. Names changed, religion rearranged. Greed grew forsaken our health. Off our backs, they made their wealth. In the burning sun where you worked all day, we lived to work till we passed away. To our fallen soldiers, their memories we must preserve. Justice is served when they get their just deserve. I lived in my skin. I cried in my skin. I lived in my skin. I died in my skin. I was blessed here first. Who God bless, let no man curse. I lived in my skin. I died in my skin. Even if I wanted, I couldn't change the fact you couldn't see me as a man, or you could see that I'm black. I lived in my skin. I died in my skin. I felt my fears, and anger dried my tears. I wonder if this will end in the next 400 years. Father, my Father, I ask you for help, and this is what you gave. Lord, I questioned your reasons for making me brave. Born as a man, but lived as a child. Free as I came, with my ashes spreading wild. Took our religion, then gave it back. Removed all the fact that the Creator is black.
I lived in my skin. I cried in my skin. I lived in my skin. And I died in my skin.
Tell Pharaoh, let my people go.